Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson, and as always, it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. Well, I'm sure you've heard of Cabo and La Paz, but there's a hidden gem in Baja California you need to discover. Now we shine the spotlight on the coastal city of Laredo, Mexico, where David Wiley shows us why it's a beautiful place to visit.
If you're longing for a place that defines luxury and true relaxation, look no further than Villa del Palmar at the islands of Loreto in beautiful Baja California. Overlooking the islands of Loreto, this stylish complex offers amenities like outdoor pools, a spa, golf, and direct access to the peaceful Ensenada Blanca Beach. With its quiet beaches, scenic vistas, rich history, and astounding natural habitat, Villa del Palmar is the perfect getaway for families, friends, couples, honeymooners, golf explorers, and more. Set within the indigo waters of the Sea of Cortez, once dubbed the Aquarium of the World by Jacques Cousteau, the resort offers more than 4,000 acres of unspoiled beauty. Surrounded by stunning ocean and mountain views, Villa del Palmar features 3 outstanding restaurants, 5 swimming pools, tennis courts, and a 39,000 square foot luxury spa, along with the highly acclaimed Danzante Bay Golf Course. Add in the miles of hiking, kayaks, and sport fishing, it's clear the resort has something for everyone. Just a 2-hour flight from Los Angeles, it features an abundance of activities for the mind, body, and soul. To learn more about the incredible Villa del Palmar Resort at the islands of Loreto, go to viagroupresorts.com. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
You may not find a deal on all summer vacation spots, but there are many great places offering huge savings. Travel expert Sarah Gavin explains.
Right now, we're in this sweet spot for traveling to LA, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. The best times to book those destinations are 21 to 30 days before you're going to travel, so we're really in that spot to be able to save money.
If you're considering an international trip to the beach, August and September are the best months to visit places like Greece and Croatia. Now that you know where to go, here's how to book your travel.
People always ask that question, should you book at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday? Should you travel on a Thursday? And you can kind of scrap all of that and only really remember one big rule. You want to book your flight and your hotel at the exact same time. It's the same concept as bundling your cable and your internet, or your homeowner's insurance and your car insurance.
And finally, booking on Sundays can, on average, save you 11%. Check out Expedia.com for even more travel deals.
Santa Barbara Youth Music Academy promotes an energetic environment that is a full musical experience to youth in a fun and safe framework of musical styles and performances. The Music Academy is a group of musicians, teachers, mentors, and volunteers that encourage every child to focus on their own value and potential through music. The collaborative skills of working with other youth musically under the direction and mentoring of experienced, caring, but firm musical professionals provides the discipline. Playing in a band in front of live local audiences provides the incentive. Let's check it out.
The Santa Barbara Youth Music Academy is a place where you can learn how to play music, and you can join a band, you can take private lessons, and you can learn any instrument.
When I see a kid pick up an instrument and they're practicing, that is such a huge part for me, because they're catching on and they're latching on to something that they will have forever with them musically.
We're a nonprofit, and so we do have a lot of scholarships available if you need one. We provide a place for people to perform, so if you join a band, you can play out in the community.
The performances are the best part for me. It means growth for them musically. For them to each time they perform, they get more stronger and stronger musically, and more in the understanding of music.
One of the things bands get to do is perform for fundraisers. So, for example, we just did the 805 water polo fundraiser at Padero Grill. So our bands were able to perform there and help another nonprofit, and also get a chance to perform in front of a lot of people.
You're giving of yourself. You're giving something great to the audience and then when they applaud you, they're giving back to you too. So it's sort of like a win-win situation.
And coming up next, our in-studio guest has been featured in the Huffington Post for his journey starting out as a bouncer in the UK to becoming a top entrepreneur and inventor here in the US. Plus, we take you to a new bakery and the best of entertainment. It's all when we continue with California Life. Don't go away. California Life is happy to welcome entrepreneur, strategic advisor, and sought-after business consultant, Adam Davies. Adam is also the co-founder of Coaching With You, inventor of the #1 most reliable automated client generation system in the world, and has a unique story on his rise to success. Thank you so much for joining us today, Adam.
Thank you so much, Heather. Great to be here.
Well, I just love the article in the Huffington Post. I mean, we did our research and I had to go to that first. I mean, what an honor. Tell me a little bit about what you started.
When I was 18 years old, I left high school and I knew that college wasn't for me. So all my friends went to college and I wanted to be an entrepreneur. However, when I left school, I had absolutely no skills to be an entrepreneur, so I had to get a job. So I actually got 2 jobs. So in the daytime, I worked behind the tills in a convenience store at the checkout. In the nighttime, I was a bouncer in a nightclub. So I did that for a few years. But what really changed for me over those years as I worked the job was I was given a book by my father, which was a book by Dan Kennedy, which is a direct response marketing book. And that book completely changed my life because it made me realize what was actually possible with the power of marketing. And realized that I now knew marketing, but then there was a little missing piece, which was the sales part of it. Because I was getting prospects through the door, but turning prospects into clients was where sales was required. So the sales job I went to, I heard about it through a recruitment consultant, and they said it's an animal genetics company. So I said, well, that sounds interesting. That sounds pretty cool. I could do that. I went along. And I got to the interview, and then they broke the news to me. It was selling bull semen to farmers.
Oh, talk about ice to Eskimos. That's another level.
Absolutely. Well, I learned a skill there carried with me through life, which was cold calling, although I hated doing it. I learned pretty much all of my sales skills from that, but then I realized that cold calling really wasn't the way to go, and there was a better way. And I actually went to a seminar where I met a gentleman called Alex Jeffries, and the guy was a coach. The business was doing pretty well. It was kind of up or down. We got talking, and long story short, I signed him up as a client. So I started doing work for him, realized I had a real knack for generating coaching clients into the business, and I actually created what I now call the telefunnel system in the business, which uses advertising, which then generates leads, puts them through an automated funnel. They get educated, they request a free consultation call. On that call, you use what I call the magic script, and you can actually enroll them into high-end coaching programs. What I noticed is people go out, they buy things like ClickFunnels or Salesforce, and they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to put that and actually get clients. So what telefunnels does, it actually gives them a system, a strategy, training, and help to actually put a system in place, which is the system that I created, to actually grow the coaching business.
Does that kind of parlay into the coaching aspect of what you do as well?
Absolutely, because I help coaches. I'm kind of like the mentor's mentor, the coach's coach, so to speak. Coaches oftentimes are very skilled at what they do. They have great talents, but then they lack in the sales and marketing department. And a lot of people actually that come to us for help are actually scared to sell their services. They're really great people, but they just hold back. So yeah, absolutely. We teach them how to market themselves better, how to generate clients, how to sell, how to fulfill fulfill, how to build a successful business. And we use the exact same strategies that we use to build our multi-million-dollar coaching business, and to be ranked as one of the fastest growing companies in America right now is just phenomenal. So it's a real amazing thing.
It is, and you've had financial success too.
Absolutely.
Who would be like somebody that you would want to reach out to?
So it's anyone with knowledge, wisdom, expertise, who wants to get it out to the world, wants to help people, wants to service people and is struggling. If you're looking to get more clients, if you're looking to dial in your message, if you want help selling your services without being sleazy or greasy or any kind of weird stuff like that, then we can absolutely help you do that.
Do you have one example of somebody that you've helped that just really, comes to mind that's just been rewarding for you to see?
I had a client yesterday I was speaking to, I've been working with, a lovely lady called Krista. She's actually a dating coach, and she was kind of struggling to raise her prices, do a group coaching program, and she had no system to get clients. So she joined my program. I've been mentoring her for several weeks. She put a telefunnel in her business, and she actually signed up her first client. Hearing her say to me, Adam, you not just give me business advice and help my business, you've changed my life, you've given me confidence. But yeah, now you mention it, it is just phenomenal.
What's the best way to reach out to you?
So the best website to visit is www.telefunnels.com.
Well, I think it's really interesting, and I don't know, maybe I need some tips. So I'm going to look into that, and thank you so much for joining us here on set.
Thank you so much, it's been a pleasure.
And coming up next, we head back to Disneyland with Audra Stafford, plus support those suffering from MS and a new bakery chain some are calling the Starbucks of Taiwan. Let's find out why when we continue with California Life. Don't go away. Now let's check in with Audra Stafford for the best in entertainment.
Each year, more than 100,000 people come here to San Diego for Comic-Con for a chance to make their pop culture fantasies
take flight!
Comic-Con is the one place where you can soar past the Gotham City skyline in a Superman cape and not stand out. And it gets bigger and more outrageous every year.
You're a cop. I had your job once.
Warner Brothers is going all out this year to promote several upcoming movies, including the highly anticipated Blade Runner 2049.
Hi there.
Comic-Coners could also be the first to see new clips from Marvel's Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther. For those who weren't able to get passes to the sold-out event, there will still be plenty of things to do outside the San Diego Convention Center, many of them free. Immersive activities at the Interactive Zone across from Petco Park.
I saw something. There was this...
A clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
And for those who enjoy a good scare, a virtual reality experience inspired by the movie It. In addition to HBO's panel in Hall H, Game of Thrones fans will want to check out the Winter is Here experience across from the Omni Hotel. And for the true diehards, Game of Thrones the Musical at 10th Avenue Arts Center. Then, of course, there are the superhero-sized, star-studded parties like MTV's Fandom Fest and Wired Cafe, which is always a popular spot for VIPs to escape the crowds and get an inside look at some of the hottest new technology. With or without a badge, there is always plenty to see and do at Comic-Con, bringing you the best of California from San Diego. I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
There's a new bakery in town, and Kaori Taki shows us why there was a line wrapped around the building for the grand opening. Let's see.
Hey guys, Kaori Take over here, and I'm at the grand opening of 85 Degrees Bakery in Koreatown. Come with me and check out the baked goods and the delicious coffee. It started with a vision.
Back in 2003, our founder of the company, Mr. Wu, visited a 5-star hotel cafe where he's enjoying the gourmet pastries and drinks. And he started to envision that there may be a cafe where we can provide affordable gourmet foods that may be a fraction of the price.
On entering this bakery, you're definitely in for an experience.
Absolutely, because when you walk into our bakery, you constantly will hear our associates shout out, fresh bread! And that's an exciting moment because our bread is baked by hour and always prepared and baked in the store. What makes 85 Bakery Cafe different is that we offer a lot of varieties. We have a lot of selections in terms of bread, pastries, and cakes and drinks. We do have a lot of influence from Europe, Japanese, Taiwanese, traditional Chinese, Danish, or any other items, such as marble taro. Taro is one of the most popular sweet desserts in Taiwan. So we add it into the bread. We have a lot of soft, sweet bread that's inspired in Japanese culture. And we add sea salt to coffee. That's something more adventurous.
Whether you're here for a lunch or snack with family or friends, day or night, 85 Bakeries got something for you.
We have over 60 varieties of cakes, bread, and over 40 options of drinks.
For that sweet tooth fix, delicious varieties of cakes and pastries.
Our cakes are designed and crafted by our master chefs in the central kitchen. We do constantly doing R&D to develop new products, new ideas, and new fruit ingredients.
Made from delightful ingredients, some signature items include
marble taro that people are fighting for. We have brioche. We have cheese dog, that's a savory item. And we also have very famous iced sea salt coffee.
This iced sea salt coffee, nothing else like it.
Iced sea salt coffee is our signature. It's being reported by NPR or LA Times. That's what also makes 85C very famous for. Our coffee is very different from anyone else. It's using Guatemala beans, and we only use medium roast coffee. And every single coffee, we only made it with the espresso shots. And we don't use drip coffee here. And we believe that the espresso usually carry the most flavor out of a coffee bean. And everything is our own secret recipe.
And just in case you're wondering, why 85 degrees?
85 degrees Celsius represent or symbolize the perfect temperature to brew the coffee. And we believe that 85 degrees Celsius can bring out the best of the coffee.
Expanding at a rapid pace, 85 Degrees Bakery just opened their 1,000th store in Texas.
In the future, we are planning to have a central kitchen in Texas and Washington. And going forward, I believe in 2019 or 2020, we want to expand to East Coast. Of course, globally, we are still receiving a lot of increase due to the popularity, maybe other countries as well.
To find out more,
your viewer can find us on the website at 85cbakerycafe.com or follow us on social media. We have Instagram and Facebook. We constantly have specials, monthly launches, new products. Please find us on the website and find out more locations.
Oh man, this looks like definitely worth the wait. In this sunny weather in Los Angeles, this is perfect. Back to you, Heather.
Well, for those living with relapsing MS, our David Wiley talks to Ben Ford about Reimagine Myself.
Implantable cardioverter defibrillators, or ICDs, are battery-powered devices that are typically replaced every few years. Heart patient Emily Herman says they come at a price that isn't always covered by insurance.
I have had 3 devices in total over the last 14 years. My first 2 devices each just lasted between 2 and 5 years, which was concerning from the standpoint of having to undergo so many surgeries.
Dr. Ken Stein says medical device companies have been working to extend the life of ICD batteries.
We've now had 9 different independent studies of our new EnduroLife battery technology that have shown the superior longevity of our devices.
Advancements in technology are helping to improve outcomes for patients around the globe.
My current Boston Scientific device I've had now for 7 years, and I'm thrilled to say it's still expected to last another 5.
To learn more, visit devicelongevity.com.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.